Do you believe in God?
No.
What's your relationship with God? Can you describe it?
I don't have a relationship with God. I have a relationship with the Creator.
Justice?
I believe firmly in justice, but it's a fight every day. For justice. So I was born in a small village in the middle of England, a little village called Anslow, and it's in Staffordshire, beautiful countryside, a very small village, a traditional English village, where everybody knew everybody. There was possibly about 200 people maximum. And the countryside all around, so beautiful. When I was in primary school, I always thought I was a girl. I had long, curly hair. My mother refused to cut it. And I assumed I was a girl. All my friends were girls. I didn't know that I wasn't a girl. Even when, as you do, they show you your, theirs, and I was like, oh, that's strange, I'm different. But I still thought I was a girl. And considering it was a tiny village in the middle of England, I went to the secondary school and I had a boyfriend. So everybody in the village knew, but my parents reckoned that they didn't know. My father, I blamed for not being at home. My mother, I blamed for being too aloof. She wasn't affectionate or encouraging in any project I was involved in. I was confused, I didn't know who or what I was. And my parents have always taught me that you tell the truth, always tell the truth. So when they asked the question, I answered them truthfully, and then they threw me out on the street. And I said, but you taught me to be truthful. You know, if someone asks you a question, be truthful, and you don't want to hear the truth. So I ended up in Earl's Court in a hotel and celebrated my 21st birthday in Earl's Court in London on my own in a strange city. I didn't know nobody. And that was really the start of my life in London, and I've never been away since. When I was in London, in Earl's Court, I met other transsexual people, and I thought, oh, that's me. So I started to think about taking hormones, but it wasn't until 82, really, when I was in the clubs, I started taking hormones, was referred to Charing Cross Hospital to see the psychiatrist, to begin that transition road. A horrible journey. Because they humiliate you, the psychiatrists totally humiliate you. You're in with your psychiatrist and you have 20, 30 students every time asking you very deep, personal, intimate questions, and you have to respond in a certain way, and all these students are scribbling their notes. It was done to humiliate you, and you had to dress in a blouse and a skirt with a jacket with pearls. The psychiatrist, the main person, if you didn't come looking like that, you were out, you wouldn't get treatment. So it was really, we had to be his mother. He wouldn't let you turn up dressed in dungarees. You had to be in a blouse, sensible skirt, horrible, horrible. And they humiliated you totally.
Julia had to break the news to John Randall that she'd acted without his approval.
Well, what's been happening to you since I saw you last?
Well, since I last saw you, I've had the bust operation done.
Well, I must confess I take exception to your doing that.
Well, I thought it was something permanent. I needed something to establish that I was doing what I was doing.
It's a medical matter. It isn't a personal choice. I like to be informed. See, once again, you're overstepping the mark, and I don't like it, one bit.
Julia had reduced her chances of having the operation on the NHS.
The biggest club I ever worked in was called Heaven in Charing Cross, and I worked there from 1982 until 1998. So I worked as a dancer, a club promoter. I did the guest lists, I booked the artists, all the big Madonna, people like that who were going to appear at the club. I liaised with their agents, with the printer to do the flyers, which is how I met Melissa, who is a very amazing individual lady. I used to see her outside the club giving out flyers for different clubs. So we'd have brief conversations. So we used to see her all the time. Any of the clubs in London, I could just go in. Stringfellows, the Hippodrome, GAY. On a Wednesday at Heaven, it was called Pyramid, and it was world famous. People come from all over to attend that night. It was one of those places you had to be. So we'd be dancing, there'd be celebrities, and we'd be above them all dancing on our podiums. And we had to do private dances in the VIP bar for Pet Shop Boys, Erasure, people like that. And that's how it went. Club, club, day down, club, 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 24/7. We used to go to Oxford Street to the fabric shops, and at night they'd put black bin liners out full of fabric, and we'd take the fabric and create our own costumes. Because every time you appeared at the club, you had to look different and wear different. We quite often used black bin liners to make beautiful creations, and artificial flowers and long trains come out of that club into the bright daylight, and people are walking around going to church. We've all come to the club and you see all these people and we're all like, we love you, we love you. All those years in the clubs helped me to discover my identity, because I was free to express myself and to be around like-minded people. Nobody judged you. It didn't matter if you were skinny, if you were fat, if you were straight, if you were gay, if you were bisexual. It didn't matter. What mattered that we were all having a party and we loved everybody. If I was doing one of my videos, apologies for my voice, I'm a little bit croaky. Imaginary music, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow, slow. Accentuate the hands. And if the camera could see my face, I would do this. And then turn. But count, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Slow movements. That's what I'm dancing on a podium. Keeping your feet slightly apart. Find your center of gravity, and then just glide slowly. Oh, I've always loved dance. I mean, it's a way to express yourself. It's like an extension of life. It's liberating. When I'm dancing, I'm in my own little world. I'm just expressing myself. Dreams are important. I've been fortunate. My long life, I've fulfilled my dreams. Look, I'm sitting here. This is my dream. Gone from being in that conformist home with rich parents to here. I'm poor, but I'm free and I'm happy. This is me, what you see around here. Everything is me. That's why I always say, follow your dream. You can pay a very heavy price, but it's worth it. And trust me, it is a struggle. Because to be yourself, you pay a heavy, heavy price. I chose to be me and to be poor, but I'm rich in so many other ways because I'm true to me. And I think, well, you know, you have to be true to yourself. Dance is wonderful, isn't it? You can express yourself.